Hey everyone, Techne here with this week's episode of Techne Talks. Look at this, man. I'm just on a roll nailing these Sundays down here. I'm really proud of myself here. Anyways, we got a really juicy episode today. We're going to be talking about why I don't script my videos, why I just use the product, blam, and just talk about it in front of the camera. Again, as many of you know that have been here before, these Techne Talks, when I talk about YouTube stuff, I'm not judging other YouTubers or saying, hey, my way's the best, this is the way you should do it. Again, I'm just sharing my experiences with you guys as to how or why I do it. So, heck, maybe you kind of get a little more insight on what you're watching within my videos here, right? As far as the products we're using today, we have the HyperX Solo Cast. This is really cool. One of you in the last Techne Talks actually recommended this microphone. Again, we're straight plugged and played right into the iMac here doing a recording. But it's really cool because most of the mics I've been testing have been around $100, $200 or something. This is a $60 microphone. Hopefully it sounds good. I remember in my review, if you want a review, I'll leave the link right down below, but heck, right here you're getting a sound test, what you need, you know? So again, hopefully this one sounds good for $60. I'm pretty excited. We also have something, I don't know if we want to say like a sponsor, but kind of like, I guess, a plug, right? This company over here, Katana, look at this, I forgot their, talking about not scripting, right? I forgot their company name, Katana Genesis. I guess it is Katana, I don't know. Anyways, Katana Genesis, this chair right here, it's really cozy. As you see, it's like fabric. It's not that PU leather or anything. Now the sides are, right? You got the adjustable armrest. Let me get over here. Hold on a second, guys. Let me get that back on. You might get a better view in this camera over here. Check this thing out, right? So you got the adjustable armrests that go in and out and everything, but it's super like breathable. It's not like spicy hot or anything, right? Super soft and plush. Anyways, they sent this chair out for this week's episode of Techne Talks to keep us cozy here. But the cool thing, this chair is regularly like $5.99 if I'm thinking right. But right now with the link down in the description, you can get it for $300. $300 for this chair. Let me tell you, I've been sitting here for a few days. Again, sure, plug, whatever, but it is very comfy, very cozy. As far as longevity, I can't speak on that. One thing I don't like about it though, is it sits really low. That's why I'm like looking up at the camera today, because again, it sits low. I have it at the max height right now. I'm about 6 feet, so. But it's really cool. It reclines and everything. Anyways, take a look at the link down below. Again, right now, promo, only $300. So you get like $300 off, half off. Pretty sweet. Anyways, let's dive into this episode. Why I don't script my videos. You know, short and sweet to the point where I don't script my videos is, number one, I don't enjoy that type of video. Like me, whenever I'm watching them, you know, some of them. Some scripted videos are really awesome, and you can just tell they're just natural at it, you know. You can't even tell they're scripted pretty much, you know. But sometimes I kind of feel like spec filled and this, that, or the other. It's kind of like, man, that's just, I don't need someone to go like this to me, you know, and just, okay, plug and play, tap to mute sensor, you know, 5/8 mic, you know, yada yada. I don't need that, me personally. I like it more of the consumer route, and that's why I've always stated, it's like, I stated in one of the other Techne Talks, right? Like, I don't watch YouTube videos or review videos, right, for the product too much, me personally, right? Yeah, I'm looking at the product, of course, but the majority of it, 90% of it, is I'm going for the person. Yo, this was the one I talked about with Betty from Switch and Click, right? I was talking about, like, I go to watch the person more than the product. Yeah, I'm interested in the product for sure, right? I'm not just going to watch every darn video on like an electric drill or something, you know? But as far as like peripherals, I'm going to watch someone that I really enjoy. They entertain me, they make me smile, and, you know, I enjoy the video and the product, you know? So, man, when it comes to like scripted things, I almost feel like I'm watching a commercial. You know, I feel like I can go to HyperX's website and they're going to put, or their YouTube channel, whatever, and they're going to put out that scripted commercial product just driven plug, that ad, right? That's what I feel like it is. It's kind of like an ad, you know? I feel like they're just going to read the back of the box for me. Again, does everyone go about that scripts? No. But again, that's just the vibe I get sometimes. Though, if you dig even worse, it's kind of weird. Like, you can see people like looking down or looking over towards the script. Then I'm just like, dude, like, it's just, I don't know. To me, it's a little weird. You know what I mean? When you see them start looking at the script. We're drinking Coke Zero here today. Let me just tell you guys what. Stuff is pretty close to disgusting. I'm a big Coca-Cola fan, right? But I've been trying to cut back, and this is what I've been drinking for a while here. It's pretty gross. decent, I guess, right? Anyway, back to the scripts, right? So that's the vibe I get. That's honestly the vibe I get. So again, when you go to some reviewers that don't script and you just, again, talking my experience, a headset that I cover, right? I take it out of the box when I get it from the company, and I plug it in and I start gaming. That's the number one thing I do. Some companies, like I've stated before, we have these like briefings, right, where they're going to go over their spiel and shove some of this info in your face. Those are fun because sometimes there's information I don't know. Like I've shot reps emails like probably 3 times. Hey, how do I do this? Or hey, what's this? You know what I mean? So when you go to those things, you kind of eliminate that. You kind of have a good grasp of the product. But it's honestly a little more fun just kind of going at it raw, right? So I get the emails from the companies, but and all the marketing stuff. But I'd rather take the product and just plug it in and game with it. Right? And that's what I do. I don't even read the stuff in the box when I get a product, right? I plug it in and use it, depending what product I'm using, of course. Like if I'm reviewing a laptop, you play with it, but you're looking at specs too, right? And then after that, I get my head wrapped around it. I'm like, all right, or mouse, whatever, keyboard, because I want to get my honest opinion. I don't want to look at specs and judge it right out there. Oh man, 40 millimeter drivers, figures rate 20/20. What is this? 1999 headset here? And that's what I think would happen. So again, when I just kind of go at it raw, it's just like, all right, wow, this has nice bass, or this mouse feels really nice in the hand. It's tracking really good. The sensor is really awesome. The buttons are crisp. You look at the back of the box and you realize it's got a lower grade sensor. You're like, meh. I don't think that's cool. So again, I like going at it raw like that first to get my real user experience and then kind of talking about it there. And yeah, of course I look at some specs whenever I do my video, dimensions or what sensor is actually using. I don't like dissect the product. So all in all, that's pretty much the vibe I get from scripted videos. Again, that's not saying scripted videos are bad or they're not good, because again, a lot of people script videos and their videos are stinking awesome. They really are, But again, even like when we dive on the other side of not even just talking about the core script, right? So there's pros and cons about it, right? Sometimes, like some cons, a lot of times, like I'll ramble, but I feel like it's not necessarily ramble. Like I've told you guys before, like my videos, I like them to be coffee shop talks. You know what I mean? I sit down and just chat with you guys. Who knows what the heck I'm going to say? You know what I mean? So that's even same with Techne Talks or same with my videos, like any of those intros you see me do or little scripted things, I'm over here saying scripted, little intro, how would I call it? It's like where I little act something out. The recent one I did in the Rocat headset, go check that one out. That stuff's not scripted. Like I'll have an idea in my head and I'm like, all right, cool, let's roll with it, right? But I'll have the headset on here on the table and everything, and I'm like, wait, let me do this. And I'll go ahead and just get it. And I'm like, oh, wait, let me say that. But I don't script any of it, Sure, I'll have some ideas in my head, of course. You know what I mean? I think, right? But again, right at the core of it, I just stinking wing it. You know what I mean? And I just go with it, So I think that keeps it fun right there. But again, some downsides is like, sometimes I forget a spec that might be important to some people, I don't have a basic like routine for my videos. Like I love measuring ear cups on headsets, but sometimes in videos I just forget about it. You know what I mean? What's another one that recently happened? Like I got people in the comments a lot of times that will say, oh, well, you don't know about this. Oh, with this, that, or the other. You know what I mean? And it's like, sometimes in my head, like, I'm like, oh man, dang, I should have talked about that. I was even thinking about talking about that, but I totally forgot to, you know what I mean? So that could be a downfall. Maybe I should start taking notes. Because again, I don't even take notes. Like I don't say, oh, let me talk about this. Let me talk about that. Unless it's something deep, like say a laptop or something like that, then I'll dive a little bit, or a PC. I'll dive in like temperature specs or, thermals, stuff like that, performance, FPS. I'll take notes on stuff like that. But for basic mouse, headset, mic, whatever, something like that, keyboard, I don't, So again, I can forget about talking about some core aspects there, which stinks. It does for you guys, for sure. Because again, I'm not covering that point right there. But I think the pros outweigh the cons for sure in my eyes. It's just, again, it's like I want to sit there and just talk with you. You guys love tech, you love this product, whatever it is we're talking about. That's all we're doing. We're talking about it. I'm not covering reading market material from the PR right from there. I'm not doing that, I'm just sitting down, having a drink, chatting with you guys, right? That's what I love about it, this process. Even the Techne Talks like these, like I have a laptop in front of me all the time. And if we're talking about a product, I might have some, but like you guys can see, like, look at right here. I have nothing pulled up. All I have pulled up is my microphone so I can make sure it's catching right there. Nothing else is on this, nothing. And usually when I have a laptop in front of me, that's what's pulled up is OBS. And I have here in case we want to research a product or something like that, but no scripts, no notes, no nothing like that, So again, it's fun. I hope you guys enjoy the process. And if there's anything that you guys think that should be different as far as that, I'd love to hear you guys' feedback. Do I talk too much? Are my videos too long? Would you like them shortened up a little bit? I've been trying to shorten them up. The one I posted yesterday, the Rainbow Six Siege Black Sharks, go check that video out, by the way. That video was so stinking fun to make. I love that one. My first video in a long time to be under 10 minutes, So again, even when I just get on there rambling, I'm just loving the product. I'm loving talking, loving hanging out. And that's why I'm out there rambling about it, So again, pros and cons for sure. One other thing about it that's real funny, some of you might have know already, but some of you don't, like my sponsor plugs. We recently did the Corsair Virtuoso XT. Let's go back even further. Let's talk about Skillshare, the back roller thing, whatever. Any and every sponsor plug I have done to this date, none of those are scripted as well. None. And I've even made it even more raw. Like, so for example, my Corsair XT video or plug that I recently did, right? So I'm talking about, I forget which product that was plugged in. SteelSeries Apex Pro. So I'm talking about the Apex Pro. Mid-video, like right when I'm recording, I'll roll right into that. I don't cut and stop and pre-film my ad roll or my plug or anything like that. I just straight up roll it, right? Like I'm talking about the Apex Pro, bam. Corsair XT, I'm talking about right there. My cameras are filming it, and we're just talking about it live right with it. And then bam, right into the main video. So a great plus, a great positive about it is the simplicity, right? Like whether that be a plug or a video. I come in here, press record, talk, cut, post. And I usually only do a few cuts unless I want to put in some effects or some text. So the simplicity of it's stinking awesome. Whether, again, that be a plug or just a core video. That's how I think I can post so much is I don't do fancy editing, right? I might throw a few effects in here. I don't color grade. I set all of my cameras to a color that I think is acceptable. My lighting stinks. Like, I got to get my lighting better. I agree with that. Sometimes it's too bright. Sometimes too dark. I'm always trying to get that better. I'm horrible at lighting. If you guys got any tips for that, please let me know, But, again, even to that extent, my cameras, I come in here, I press record, all three of them fire up. I got 2 mics, and I don't chop out my audio. My audio is recorded right onto the card. It's very raw. It's very just, let's hang out. It's not, I don't want to put myself, it's not very professional. You know what I mean? Again, you all know I don't want this to be my job. I don't want it to feel like a job. When I was shooting B-roll, my B-roll table is full of products right now. I haven't shot B-roll in months, and I love it. I absolutely love it. I love showing you guys the products. That's why I got 3 cameras. I got my top down. I got my macro over here to give you guys close-ups because I want you guys to see the product. I want to show it to you, and you get that detail, and you really can understand if you want the product or not. But again, B-roll, fancy B-roll to me like that, my opinion again, it's more company, fluffy, it's awesome. It looks cool. So again, I'm not trashing it here. So take it easy. Take it easy on me. I think B-roll's awesome. It is really fun. Like seriously, when you use your camera and you start getting these angles and this lighting, it's so stinking fun. It really is. But again, as far as a product, me personally, I love it raw. Right? I want to meet you at that Best Buy in that store aisle and just start talking shop with you. I'm that nerd that like when I sell something, I just sold, like a monitor on Facebook Marketplace. Every time I meet these people, I'm just like, we just start talking about game, and next thing you know, my wife's calling me, are you okay? Are you alive? You know, it's been like an hour. I'm like, man, we're just sitting here talking gaming, talking products, and, you know, talking PCs and stuff, you know. I don't know if these people are like, dude, shut up. You know, I want to go, you know, but it's funny. Every time I meet them, something like that, we end up just sitting there chatting. You know, I don't know. Corny, nerdy, maybe, but that's just my vibe. You know what I mean? I love the stuff I'm talking about. It's not a job. I enjoy it. And that's what just the rawness of it, I really enjoy. And I hope you guys do too. But other than scripting, that's pretty much, again, maybe for these Techne Talks, I should take some notes, because in some of them, I got like these ideas like, oh, I want to talk about that. But I totally forget. You know, like the last one, there was something I totally forget. It's like, man, dang it, I wanted to talk about that, you know, but I just passed it up. But as far as not scripting, again, any video from day one on his YouTube, any ad plug or anything like that, not a single one has been scripted. And I've declined ad plugs because they wanted me to say certain things, you know. So, like, not just talk about this, but more or less say it like this, you know. That I didn't like at all. So, again, it's to that extent that I don't like it like that. I just like that raw review. So all in all, that's really all I got for this Techne Talks. A pretty short, sweet one as I'm seeing it roll here at like 16 to 15 minutes. You know what I mean? 15 to 16 minutes. That's another thing. I stumble over my words a lot, but it's pretty funny. So I kind of implement them into the videos. You know what I mean? So again, just kind of giving that raw feel. But that's all I really have right here. If you guys have any other questions, definitely ask down in the comments. You all know I love talking shop about this stuff, right? HyperX Solo Cast. I sure hope it sounded good, right? So we're about to see here together. Again, thank you so much for stopping by for a Techne Talks episode. Stick by for next weekend. We're going to have a fun one. I'm supposed to have a special guest on for next weekend. If not, it'll be the week after that. So it's going to be pretty exciting. But again, hey, we're making it. We're nailing down these Techne Talks. I'm excited. Every Sunday, guys. Oh, man, I'm just wow. I'm proud of myself again for hitting every Sunday. I have so much fun doing these. Hope you guys have fun. Anyways, again, I've said thank you about 3 times. Unscripted, and I'm over here rambling. So hopefully I see you in the next one. Bye now.